I want to talk about some hypothetical good news when it comes to Algorand. And what is that? Not too long ago, the Gora network, they made a post on X and it said that after months of anticipation, we're proud to announce Gora network is now officially part of the MasterCard sandbox as a service. Now, you may be thinking, okay, why does this even matter when it comes to Algorand? It's because if we take a look at it, this is the first Algorand-based project in this prestigious program. Again, I'm talking about Gora here, the Gora network. Now, they say that they've introduced their enterprise digital asset verification product to the MasterCard sandbox as a service and its high-value network of institutional partners, fintechs, and financial services. They say that they will share more details soon, and they say thank you for the continued support. So I think overall this is very interesting because MasterCard, of course, very massive. When I take a look at something like Algorand, very popular. Layer 1 blockchain isn't as popular, by the way, as Solana, and of course, like the BNB chain is very popular, let alone Ethereum. I'm totally aware of that. But then Algorand is kind of like this, I would say, sort of middle tier Layer 1 blockchain that is almost kind of in that mainstream, but not really. It's kind of like in between a normal Layer 1 blockchain as opposed to kind of the popular ones, but then it's kind of somewhere in between. I don't mind this because in a sense, it's kind of like giving me the vibe of Solana back then when it was kind of pretty massive, but then it hasn't really gained that mainstream attention yet. Algorand kind of feels a little bit like that to me. And I don't think Algorand is bad, in my opinion, because if it was so bad, would it allegedly be the technology of choice for over 2,000 global organizations? I mean, I don't think something that's bad would be able to kind of achieve something like that, in my perspective. And here's the thing, if let's say ALGO, its native token, were to go to the price of $5, considering current circulating supply, market cap at that point would be around $43 billion. That's around a 27x from here. I get it, some people may be thinking, 27x, take a look at this microcap or whatever. But let's just take a look at this. What is Bitcoin going to do in the next 6 to 10 months? Some people arguably said, 300 grand maybe? But 300 grand for Bitcoin, if let's say it ever even reaches that, that's slightly less than a 3x from where it is as of right now. Even if let's say ALGO just went to the price of $2.50, that's already over a 10x, right? Could Bitcoin do that in the next 6 to 10 months? I'm not too sure about that. And sure, I can take a look back in history and see how usually altcoins typically as a worst case scenario peak around 18 months after a Bitcoin halving event, which would be based off the last one, which happened in April of last year. 18 months on top of that is around October this year. Sure, I can take a look at that, and also we're still not in October yet, but that's just based off history. But the way you take a look at it is that, whatever happens, whenever the timeline is, I'm just going to be holding, waiting, that's it, because beyond that, I cannot control anything. All I can do is just control myself, and that is just by me staying patient, and that's about it, really. I mean, there's nothing else I can do because I cannot demand this to do that or whatever. So I'm just going to stay patient and just wait. But I am a fan of Algorand. I like news like that when it comes to it. And I am still very excited for maybe what it could be moving forward. However, only time will tell. And feel free to subscribe if you enjoyed this video. I would greatly appreciate it. It's Willie the Captain. I'll catch you all in the next one. I'm out. Peace. Bye.